Blue Diamond is officially out. So MSC Voyagers Club, the loyalty program of MSC Cruise Line, has now added its sixth tier. And I've done all the research on this. There's a ton of fine print, and quite frankly, marketing and loyalty department of MSC, you don't have good information easy to access so that we can know what is Blue Diamond, what are the other tiers. And so I'm going to break it down for all of you today because I've gone through all the different documents, all the different fine print, and we're going to talk through what are the actual tiers, how do you earn points, what is Blue Diamond, go into some details of those fine prints that you absolutely need to know. And then if you're looking to work the system, aka be efficient with how you're earning points, we'll chat through some strategies you may want to consider. Hey everybody, it's Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend, and I'm excited to be giving you a review of the MSC's loyalty program, the Voyagers Club, especially since they just introduced its highest tier, the Blue Diamond. Now we're going to go and jump into what are the actual tiers, Brandon. You keep saying there's this new Blue Diamond. What are the actual tiers? So you're going to start out at Classic. This is if you've never sailed with MSC before, you can go ahead and register. Even though you don't have any sailings with them or even booked, you can go ahead and register and you'll get some discounts for that we'll go over in a little bit. The second tier is going to be the Classic tier. This is going to be from 1 point in their program all the way up to 2,199 points. The next program is going to be Silver, and that's going to come in at that 2,200, so right above Classic, all the way up to 4,299. Gold is going to be 4,300 points up to 9,999, so that's a pretty big one that you got there. And then you've got Diamond, which this used to be the highest tier that used to be 10,000 up. Now it is 10,000 to 24,999 points, so a really big spread there. And your Blue Diamond, the creme de la creme, or the best that MSC is offering in their loyalty program, Blue Diamond is going to be coming in at anything that is 25,000 points and above. So Brandon, that's great. You're looking and saying, okay, I see where the tiers are. I see the one that I want. How do I get points? Shockingly, MSC, you didn't put this on your benefit sheet. You didn't even put this in your website. You only have this in the fine print of the terms and conditions. What gives? I don't get it. You make us work for this. But anyway, I've put together a quick little table that I'll show up here on the screen that will walk you through how you earn points with MSC's Voyager program. The first way is going to be through the experiences. So if you book Bella, Fantastica, Aria, or in the MSC Yacht Club, you're going to get a certain number of points based on how many nights you are at sea. So for when you've got buckets of 1 to 4 nights, buckets 5 to 9 nights, and then 9 nights. So for me doing weekends, I'm going to solidly be in this first column here. So booking Bella, I am doing the cheapest of the cheap. Just get me on the ship. I'm getting 200 points per cruise on a weekend that I go on because it is 3 nights. If I was to do a Classic cruise and go for 7 nights in a Bella experience, again, guaranteed room, just get me on the ship, you're going to come in at 500 points. And you see, if you do 9 plus, you'll get 700 points here. The more that you pay, essentially, so if you go from Bella to Fantastica to Aria MSC Yacht Club, you're going to be paying more money in each category. So you're going to see the point structure increases as you go down the experience. So as you pay more money to go on a similar cruise, you're going to be getting more points. And you'll see the rest of these points laid out here. Not going to go through all of them. Yacht Club's going to be the highest. So if you want to do 9 nights or longer in the Yacht Club, you'll get 2,000 points. There are a few ships that I will call out that do not have these experiences. So the smaller ships, I think, are the ones that are here. I couldn't really figure it out online. But if it does not have an experience, we're going to switch it over to the type of cabin that you book, whether it is an inside ocean view, balcony, suite, or a yacht club, and you're going to have points assigned to that. No nights required here. Just get on the ship and you're going to get these points for however long that sailing may be. You're also going to get some bonus points. So there's extra ways that you can get points. MSC is trying to reward you for your spend. So if you are buying prepaid services, think of the spa, personal trainers, you get a haircut, you get a dining package, you get the drink package ahead of time, they're going to give you 100 points for every $150 that you spend. So it's not a 1-to-1 ratio here, but if you spend $150, they will give you 1 point. You're also going to get 200 points for any drink packages that you book. You'll get 100 points for any additional packages. So if it is a dining package, an internet package, anything with the word package in it, you're also going to get 100 points flat for those. You're also going to have the opportunity to get some bonus points. So on top of all that stuff, whether it's the experience that you book, the packages you book, now there's some chances to get what they call bonus points. The first way and the easiest way is just be a planner like I am. I am already booked a year and a half out. If you are booking cruises more than 12 months in advance, you're going to get double points when you go on that sailing. You're also going to get triple points. This is a big one if you go on the World Cruise. I don't necessarily think the number of nights that the World Cruise is, equates to triple points, but that's what they're going to give you is triple points at the 9-point and higher tier rank that you're going to be coming in at. You're also going to get double points if you book future cruise credits. So if you are on board a cruise ship with MSC and you go to their next cruise desk and book a cruise, you're going to get double points for that cruise as well. Not sure if these are combinable. I would doubt it. I've not seen that in any of my numbers, but just throwing that out there because I couldn't figure it out. So let me know down below, if you book 12 months out, you get double, and then if you book that online 12 months out, do you now get quadruple? Let me know in the comments if you know the answer to that. I couldn't figure it out. You're also going to get birthday points. So if you book a cruise within 3 months of your birthday, you will get 200 additional points. So this is an interesting one because I would have thought that it was cruise within 3 months of your birthday, and that's not it at all. It's actually just book the cruise within 3 months of your birthday and you'll get, voila, 200 points. You're also going to get extra points when it comes to their Voyager Select and Early Access program. The number of points you're getting for this are not known. You're going to be emailed this as they are always special promotions. Now, we've established what the tier levels are. We've established how you get points. Now let's actually check out what are the great benefits that you're going to get from MSC. So you'll see on the sheet here that we have, this is the benefit sheet. That gives you the different individual tiers with the benefit on the left-hand side and then who's going to get that. You'll also see that they've added 2 columns on the far right of this to say, hey, if you are a minor, so if you're 17 or under, there's some things that will not apply to you. And this one always annoys me. If it is a cruise of 4 nights or less, including the weekends, clearly, because they're 3 nights, there's some benefits that I'm not going to get because my cruise just isn't long enough. So part of the trade-off of being a weekend cruiser. But let's quickly go through what some of these benefits are for you. So the ones up top, the booking privileges, I'm not really going to go through those because we just talked about them. What I will call out is that if once you're in the program, you will get 5%. You then can get another 5% if you book 12 months or more in advance. You're also going to get those double points that we talked about from booking in advance. And more importantly, one of my favorite benefits here is you get $50 of onboard credit if you book 9 months in advance or more. You would think that this would actually give you some of those details on the timeline of when you have to book, but it sure doesn't. You've got to go to the terms and conditions to do that, but it is 9 months or more will give you the $50 or euros depending on the currency you are booking in. You're also going to find the MSC Voyager Select discount. This is just the discount that comes on their on-sale cruises, so nothing special there. The next one is the pre-cruise embarkation privileges. The top 3 here, simply just marketing material. So you're going to get a newsletter, you get a special section in their website, and they're going to allow you to print off tags for your suitcase before you come on board that has your status on it. Nothing special that we're going to see here, but everybody does get to take part in that. You're then going to see that we switch directly into stuff for only Diamond and Blue Diamond. So still no changes here. Priority line at check-in, which is always great, something I take big advantage of because I want to check in quickly. You're going to have priority drop-off of luggage. I don't use this, but for you that do, this is actually really nice too. And then, unlike other benefit sheet, normally we'd stay with Diamond and Blue Diamond all the way down, and then we get to just the Blue Diamond stuff. We're going to take a little bit of break. Diamond is not going to get the next 3 or 4 things that we have here, which is the flexible arrival in port. So if you go on a cruise these days, you know they make you select a time. MSC will often just randomly assign you a time that you need to show up at. If you are a Blue Diamond member, you have flexibility in the time that you show up, which is something that I probably would use and enjoy. You also can drop off your luggage with the Yacht Club folks. And so if your ship has Yacht Club on it, not every ship does, it's only for larger ones. That is a really nice experience. It is literally white glove. They will greet you with white gloves to take your luggage. And you're also going to get the access to check in with the Yacht Club members as Blue Diamond. Again, white glove treatment, and they will greet you with a bottle of champagne, and you go in, not a bottle, but a glass of champagne Prosecco, and you're going to go through a separate entrance. So this is a huge benefit. And then the last two in here, we go back to Diamond and Blue Diamond. We'll take both of these. That is priority free cabin upgrades. You all may remember I did a video on the upgrades that I got or that I've heard other people getting. Maybe this is one of the reasons why people were getting upgrades. I'm not really sure. I know other loyalty programs say that they have it, but they never really do it. MSC, you might actually be doing it. And then priority line assistance at the call center. Luckily, I use a wonderful travel agent, so I've not called the call center in ages. But if you are doing it yourself and you need to call in, you will have the ability to do that. So going on to the onboard events and privileges, this is really where the meat of the program comes in and I think offers the most value. And so we're going to start with ones that most people get. So if you've got one cruise under your belt, you're going to be in this. You're going to get your cruise card. So your set sail card, if you will, is going to have the corresponding color to the program that is there. Special events for members only. This is their top tier, if you will, where they're going to recognize folks for coming on their ships. I've never been to one of these because I've only done 3-night sailings and it is not offered on 4 nights and under, unfortunately. Milestone reward here is you can get a nice little pin. I status matched into Diamond and I've not gotten a single pin yet, mainly because I didn't think about it, but the milestone reward is a little pin that you're going to get and you can talk to the Loyalty Ambassador Guest Services on board to get one of those when you hit your milestone and make it into a new tier. You're also going to have priority line in case of different dining, seating, time preferences, and you're also going to get a complimentary birthday cake. So if you're sailing for your birthday, other cruise lines would charge you $30+ to get a cake for your birthday. Here on MSC, they're just going to go, you know what, if you came to celebrate your birthday with us, have a cake, have the whole thing, and they're going to give you a birthday cake. You're also going to get a special gift. I don't get the special gift. And so we're getting into some of the higher tier now with this one. So this one is going to start with our gold members. You get a special gift. Again, it's for 4 nights and more, or 5 nights and more. So I've never gotten one of these. You're going to have a complimentary 1-hour thermal session in the spa. MSC has really good spas, you guys. Like, I actually enjoy my 1 hour that I get in their spas. Even on their small ships, I enjoy the thermal spa. So this is actually quite beneficial to me. You're going to get towels and bathrobes if that's something that you're into. One that I did not realize that I get, but I will absolutely be doing this next weekend when I'm on the seashore, is F1 Simulator. You get a credit to do that. So you get 1 free go at the F1 Simulator, which I've always seen, always thought it's super neat. So excited to check that out on my next sailing next weekend. You're also going to have a diamond party for diamond members and blue diamond members. You're going to get 1 free picture. This is something I actually like. Though in reading the fine print here, which I guess we'll get to later, but I don't think I put it in my notes, it is only a certain size and it has to be pre-printed. Otherwise, you're going to have to pay the difference for it. Digital copies are not an option for that. You're also going to get a bottle of spumante with macaroons in the cabin. The macaroons here, guys, are fantastic. They've got a caramel one, which is amazing. It is my favorite one. And you're going to get a sweet chocolate gift from Vinci. So that is like brand name chocolate. They give you a nice little dark chocolate bar on the sailings that I've been on, which is fantastic. You get a free bottle of water. You're also going to get a specialty restaurant. So this is one that is a really, really cool perk for Diamond and Blue Diamond members, is you get a tasting menu at one of their specialty restaurants, and they have plenty of them. The Magnifica that I've been on, okay, had one, fine. But it was actually a really good tasting menu. On the C class, you've got multiple dining options that you can choose from, and it is actually a really good experience. So this is probably one of my, if not my favorite perk that they actually offer through the program. You're going to be able to get your exclusive pillows. So if you want to switch out your pillows, you can do that. And then we get into some of the new perks with Blue Diamond that I think a lot of people will really enjoy and appreciate. The first is 1 free shuttle at an excursion. So if you're trying to get into port, sometimes you have to pay $3 to $10 in order to do this. They're going to fund that for you or give you the pass to do that. You're also going to get a behind-the-scenes tour. These are always super cute. They used to do them on other cruise lines, but post-COVID, they pulled these back. So I'm really excited to see MSC bringing us that behind-the-stage tour as a Blue Diamond member. So super excited for that one. You're also, this is a huge one, guys, you're now going to get a free internet package with MSC's Blue Diamond. So notice all of these other packages, all the other experiences, so gold, silver, diamond, does not come with internet. And so you've often heard me say, don't buy the internet on a weekend cruise with MSC. Just go a couple hours while you're not in port. It'll be fine. now you're actually going to be able to stay fully connected if you are Blue Diamond, because you're going to get a complimentary device. You're also going to be able to choose your dining option. So if you want to choose a different time, they're going to let you do that even if you are in a Bella experience. And they're even going to do a private meet and greet with the captain and MSC officers. So I think that is, again, something that's always really cool, is getting to meet the officers, the people that work here that are in charge, and build relationships with them. And this is one of the best ways to do that. Especially if you're a Blue Diamond, you're probably cruising pretty frequently. And so you're going to keep running into the same officer. So this is a really, really neat perk they have. You've also got some disembarkation privileges that are going to be here. And so the first one is for your gold and diamond, Blue Diamond folks, is last to debark. So if you want to stay on the ship a little bit longer, you've got a later flight, you're going to be able to do that. You're also, as a Diamond and Blue Diamond member, going to have a late checkout. So I think this bases on the ship. Most here in the US, they need you off so they can bring the other people on. So I'm not sure how great it's going to work with customs and all that, but it's always something that you can ask for. I wouldn't hold your breath on always getting that one. And then priority access to a tender boat. This is huge. If you go to some small ports and you're on a big ship, being able to easily access the tender boat option at a time that is convenient for you is really, really wonderful, and something that you don't appreciate until you can't actually do it. From there, you're going to see that there's a few onboard discounts down here at the bottom. We're not going to go through these because, quite frankly, it looks like everybody gets the same thing, whatever tier you may be. Just make sure you're in the program, and you're going to get maybe a little bit of a jump as you get up into the gold, diamond, but it's going to be the same thing. There's not much change that you're going to see in all of these. All right, so now let's go over some of the fine print, because in the benefit sheet, it tells you just to look at the terms and conditions. It doesn't give you everything you need to know. The first thing you need to know is Blue Diamond members, we have the Wi-Fi now, which is a huge perk, right? That's going to save us a lot of money. It is only the basic Wi-Fi. It is not the basic and stream Wi-Fi. I don't know why MSC was cheap on here. Most people at their highest level give you the full basic and streaming service for their Wi-Fi. MSC has chosen not to do that. If you want to get up to a stream level of Wi-Fi, you can always pay the difference between the two. You'll have to do that on board, and so I don't know what the cost is going to be just yet, and it's probably going to vary by every sailing. So the next thing you need to know about Blue Diamond, you cannot status match into it. So you can status match into the Voyagers program. I've got a video, I'll link to it here, walking you through how to do that. It's actually super easy and super intuitive. They're going to recognize your hotels, they're going to recognize tour operators and cruise lines. So even if you have a credit card that gives you status with a hotel, you're going to be able to match into this program. Do it. But what I was talking about here was you need to earn Blue Diamond. So you are not going to be able to status match. I status match into Diamond, which was the highest. Blue Diamond, you're not going to be able to do that. You have to earn Blue Diamond. So I've got to run some numbers and see if I'm there yet. Looks like I am, but more to come on all that. If not, I don't think that I'm as far away as I would have thought initially. You're also going to need to sail once every 5 years. So MSC, I think this is a really great idea. Used to say every 3 years you need to sail or we're going to wipe your account. We're going to take you out of our program. Now they've extended that to 5 years. They know that things come up, things happen, and they've said, okay, if you want to keep your points, which they go on forever, you just have to sail with us once every 5 years. I think that is a very, very fair trade-off. That doesn't seem overly pushy to me whatsoever. You also don't need a cruise to register in this program. We talked about that before. So if you are looking at going on MSC and you think that you're going to book something, go ahead and register for their program. And you'll be in the welcome place at 0, but it will give you some onboard discounts that you might as well take part of. Otherwise, you're not going to get those. If you go on your first cruise and you did not register, in the US, you will be auto-enrolled. However, different countries have different rules here that may require you to go in and register yourself, and you cannot be enrolled in that situation. So if you want to now work the system, so I thought a little bit about this. If I was trying to chase one of these tiers, whatever it is, if you want to chase Blue Diamond and get there as quick as you can, there is old, true, and steady. So me, I'm a Bella guy through and through. I am doing weekends. I'm paying about $350 to $450 to go on a weekend cruise with MSC, and I'm getting 200 points per cruise that I go on. That's going to take me 125 cruises if I am at 0 to get all the way to the top. So that's your slow and steady. That'll probably cost the least money. If you're looking at going a little bit faster, but at the same time you're wanting to go kind of cheap, I would recommend the MSC Yacht Club in an interior room. So a lot of people don't realize that the Yacht Club has multiple different types of rooms. You've got interior, you've got balconies, you've got suites, all within the Yacht Club. If you get an interior room, according to this, you are still going to get the points for the MSC Yacht Club. For whatever reason, they did not differentiate between you got Yacht Club Interior versus you got Yacht Club Suite, which I think is a little bit of a miss. I'm kind of surprised they did not do that, but for those of you that want a low-end Yacht Club experience, you're going to get some solid points by booking this. And the last thing that I'll throw here is make sure that you are status matching. All of these things can be free if you have status with a hotel, tour operator, or another cruise line. Make sure that you're following this link here to match into it. All right, everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser. Hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.